Welcome to Lexington, Kentucky, the Bluegrass State and home to the Kentucky Wildcats. And Big Blue Nation has turned out, revved up, and ready to go. As we wind our way toward the end of another college football season, one of the grand traditions is paying tribute and respect to those who have just poured their souls into the success of this program and honor the seniors on Senior Day. As we'll see the number 18 team in the country, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the 8th-ranked team in the land, the Kentucky Wildcats. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Georgia about to kick it off to get us underway. It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Line gets set, first down. They'll leave it with him. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
You know when you're playing against a defense of this caliber, you're going to have some sort of balance, right? You can't just drop back and throw it every single play. Nothing going on that last run. They're going to have to find another way to get it going and handing the ball off.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking downfield, it's Finley. Fires one high and deep. Makes the grab inside the 30. Flying down the right side. Touchdown, Kentucky. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing.
And that is what a team of this caliber is expected to do, right? They've got the better number beside their name by all the metrics, by a talent standpoint, coaching standpoint. They're the superior team, and they just drove the ball in the first possession of the game, and they looked like it, scoring a touchdown and asserting their dominance.
And the PAT makes it 7-0. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside the 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. This crowd, full throat, splitting the eardrums and letting them know it's going to be a long day. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Pulls it in. It's Frazier. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
These are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. We don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season.
He hurls one deep down the left side. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on 2nd down, but 3rd down's coming up.
And the offensive coordinator here is really trying to stay aggressive and take a shot. Obviously, the offense couldn't click on that one. But later in the game, on this offense, I'm continuing to stay aggressive. Keep the foot down on the gas pedal.
Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. 3rd and long. Ball's at the 25. To the air. It's Rashada. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd. Georgia lining up to punt it away. A fairly short distance here toward the sidelines, not his best work. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. And, David, how they would love to stick it in the end zone one more time after that last drive.
And once you get the defense on their heels and you back them off a little bit, you get in a little bit of rhythm, it's really hard to stop, Jesse, and they're going to try to do it again right here.
And if you're this play caller, you're loving what's happening right now because everything you dialed up on that last drive ended up working out. You're just looking at your play sheet. Everything you're picking is working. Let's see if they can pull it off again here.
Looking to throw on second down. It's complete on the right side. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage. Kentucky going quickly. Quarterback checking off. Takes it from the gun on third down. Grab near the sticks. It's Gilmore. Oh, there's the ball. The defense all over that loose ball, and now they're bringing it back. And after the interception, he brings it back and gets it inside the 35.
Man, that's a big mistake. And listen, I'm still going to force feed my playmakers. If I'm that quarterback, I'm that OC, I'm walking over to that guy and be like, listen, it's okay. It's a little bit of a mistake. We're still going to find ways to get you the rock. You're too important to this team not to give you the football.
And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. You get field position like this, and you're not likely to punt the way they did the last time they had the ball.
Yeah, great job by the defense, setting them up in an opportunity to get some points on the board quickly.
This is an opportunity you got to capitalize on this field position. You must come away with points here if you're on offense.
It's just so nice to know you can start off on first down with positive plays. Positive yards, hand the football off, set up a good second down.
They'll try the run. Plows through the defense. Knocked down at the 27 after a pickup of 5. Here comes this home crowd as the defense tries to get off the field on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
Running it to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And that play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Looking for room. It's Frazier.
Keep pounding away at this defense and make them play the run. If you can get this many a chunk, they're going to have to commit more guys to the box, more guys to the run. Then you open it up for the passing game.
They'd love to pick up this third down and get a fresh set with first and goal. It'll be a run on third and short. And he's a real nowhere man tackled in this no-gain land.
Keep the foot on the pedal if you're on offense here. You got that yardage. Yeah, you didn't get the first down, but you've set yourself up now to go for it here and keep this drive alive.
They're happy enough to try to take the points as the field goal unit. Oh, they block it. Defense has it. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this game, so it's just a matter of executing better.
Executing better, understanding I still got the lead. Put a drive together here and build on that lead.
will audible. Back to throw, it's Finley. He lofts one down the sideline. Catch inside the 25. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
What a beautiful throw and catch on this play, and I love the job the receiver did tracking the ball in the air. Nice job of locating the throw and then hauling it in.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Pulls and fires it complete to the right. He's run out of bounds, but he's got enough to move the sticks.
Hey, man, this fullback is a weapon. Nice job catching the football and then turning upfield to go pick up that first down.
And the Wildcats have this offense rolling. Trying to find his man on first down. Just missed on the connection, incomplete. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Quarterback flips it ahead quickly to the receiver. He picks up 4. That'll leave them with 3rd and 6. Kentucky right back to the line. Quarterback keeps it. And the defense had his hands full, but they finally wrestle him down short of the first down.
Now, a 4th down.
Now on 4th down, they'll try to come away with 3. And this one splits the uprights. And that lead grows even bigger. After that last field goal drive, they're set to kick it away. Let's see what he can get done from inside his own 15. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. They go to the ground. Sweet cut there. And after the tackle, that will bring us to the end of the first quarter.
27-yard line. Second down. That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, Kentucky 10, Georgia 0.
Second down here as they go back to work after the break. On the run, it's Frazier. They
Pick it up.
And you can see the D drop back a little bit. It creates a little bit of space. The running back blasts through, gets the first down.
Oh, and they'll try to catch him with a
Tight end. They know this offense is going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations. That time, perfect coverage, and nice job bringing the big guy down. Not easy to do.
back to throw. It's Rashada. He's right on target. Stop is made at the 44, but it's a 15-yard gain and a first down. The Dogs have had a long history of scrappy and efficient quarterbacks. Add a little star power to it, and you've got something working.
You definitely get a little extra something. We see it all across college football. You find that dude at the quarterback spot, it takes you from good.
Pass on the way in. It's picked off. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Always good to get points on a drive, David, but chip shot field goals can leave you a little empty.
And I think it's great to get points, but the great teams get touchdowns in the red area. You got to get out there this time and execute a little better on this drive.
You're absolutely right, David. Generally, the best red zone offenses are the ones that run the ball best. So let's see if they can be a little bit more physical on this drive.
They'll give it to the back. Finds a crease at the 20. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Buys a little time with his feet. Got out of trouble and throws. He makes the grab. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal.
Well, this offense told us coming in they were going to challenge this secondary early and often. They were going to use their speed to their advantage and take advantage of this quarterback's touch and arm talent. And they already in the second quarter, they've got over 200 yards thrown.
They're going to run it. And they just tried to slam it in from the doorstep, but they went nowhere, and it'll be marked down at the 1. They go right back to their man on second and goal. Just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. They've got nothing done so far, and they already find themselves in a 3-possession hole, Jesse.
Yeah, and as a head coach, you're wondering, what didn't I say? What didn't I do to get my team ready to go? Because we look like we're sleepwalking at this point, David.
Nothing went well in the first quarter. You just say refresh. Like, let's try to find a way now. Chip into this lead. Try to make it somewhat manageable when you get to the half.
Makes the catch. It's Frazier.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
Unloads it left. He got a hand in there. Knocks it away. Incomplete.
Oh, man. The quarterback almost just threw his second interception on as many drives. He's trying to fit that football in there. It gets tipped up in the air. He's lucky that wasn't picked off.
Looking to throw, it's Rashada. Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. And they weren't able to make the connection. They were looking for an explosive play.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game. And it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
He gets a block. A little pressure on the coverage team there, and they'll stop him at the 47-yard line. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. Now he's going to break the pocket. And it's intercepted. A turnover for the defense. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
In situations like this, it's nighttime, it's so cold, it's so hard to complete these types of passes. And for these wideouts, it's going to be tough just catching the football because that thing, I guarantee you, feels like a rock.
They'll try it over the left side.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run it, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to be a passing game.
And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, this defense felt coming into the game that if he was going to try to throw from the pocket, they could get to him and affect his accuracy, and they did on that last play.
They couldn't connect on second down, now staring at a 3rd and 9. From the gun, wants to pass. Fires to the wideout. Pulls it in. And this offense is feeling it as they rip off a big chunk of yardage, and they've got it on the 22. The Dogs with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield, it's Grishada. Fires to the middle. He's got the tight end. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Dogs! It's a much-needed life from this offense as they tried to cut away at this lead.
No doubt. Needed something to go right. You're down. You got to make plays. You got to get your team back in it. Great start. Keep chipping away.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week, fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Arkansas is dominating this one, thanks to an offense that's been running hog wild since the opening kickoff. They're up by 28 over North Carolina. We've got our eye on this one and everything else going on throughout the day, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Kentucky has it back, and the Big Blue offense takes the field. Well, let's see if this drive goes better than the last one. They were in and out quickly after the quick pick, David.
Yeah, first play, big mistake, man. Now, let's get this offense in a little bit of a rhythm. Maybe before you open it up again, Palmer, or do you trust him right away?
He seems to me like the guy maybe that just needs to kind of get into the flow of the game. So maybe you get the running game going here and just give him some easy looks to let him get lathered up.
And they drag him down, but not before he picks up the 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Going to the ground. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7.
I'll tell you, this is a running back who's very, very dangerous, and the defense did a good job getting him down there. But they got to do a great job gang tackling, because this is a guy that can break tackles and turn those types of plays into home runs.
He'll ride his man on the option. Good pickup on the ground, and they'll mark him down at the 39.
I think they called that knowing they weren't going to hit a home run. So why would you call it that? Well, you call it so 3rd down becomes an easier down. It's not 3rd and long where I have to pass the football. Now all options on the table.
A quick completion to the left, looking for the 1st down. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a 1st down.
Well, we know this guy is special, and because of that, his quarterback is looking to him on critical down and distances. There on that 3rd down, there was no question. It wouldn't have mattered if he was single covered, double covered, man zone. That's where he was going with it, and the big-time playmaker outside picks up the 1st.
Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Looking to throw, it's Finley. Fires to the middle. He's got it. Good execution. They move the sticks, and they've got it at the 33. Kentucky going quickly. Wilson on the carry. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. The offense burns its 3rd and final timeout of the half. Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. On on second down, looking again to throw. Excellent coverage and good use of the hands to knock it away.
Yeah, and this quarterback's got to know that this isn't practice. This isn't back with his QB guru. He's not trying to throw around brooms or around big bags. That is an arm attached to a body that bench presses 500 pounds. He's got to do better.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Quickly complete. He's off to the races. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
He'll come out throwing on first down. It's complete to the left. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. This quarterback part of their running game. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Kentucky! Lining up for the PAT. And with the extra point, they now have a 3-possession lead at 17. You get that touchdown right before the half, build the momentum, and the last thing you need to do is mess it up by allowing a big kickoff return. A rather inauspicious start with the kickoff out of bounds and great field position for this offense. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. DBs will try to keep everything in front. They weren't able to get that one off. It'll be a delay of game. There's a difference between being methodical and thorough and slow. They were slow, and they got the flag. The offense lining up for a first down play. Leaves it with the back. Turns it on in midfield. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. They're just about ready to kick it away.
Number 87, set to kick it away.
Takes it inside his own 20. Chance for great field position here. And the returner goes down. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Back to throw, it's Rashada. Finds his tight end. Good call, good execution as they move the chains, and they have a first down at the 38. A new set of downs after the completion. Moving the running back, forcing the defense to adjust. Quick pass on the jet motion. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line.
This offense has a lot of different ways they can attack you, and you're going to see the entire playbook at work in this game. Throwing it, running it, and getting guys the ball out on the perimeter. Great job.
The pitch. Really nice stop there from this senior leader. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. They go right back to him. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Ball in the air, intercepted! He can be dangerous with the ball in his hands, but no room to return that pick, and they'll go on offense from the 21.
A really nice job by the linebacker there, understanding his responsibilities in that coverage. That's a cover 2 look, so there's 2 safeties playing deep, but the linebacker knows there's nobody underneath him keeping him close to the line of scrimmage, so he can kind of float back a little bit, watch the QB's eyes, jump the throw, and make the pick.
Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4.
And it's just simple 1st down run, showing your physicality, setting your offense up in a good spot.
They'll run it with Wilson. Tackle is made after the 1st down.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the 1st down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
The give to the back. And they try to run inside, and there is nowhere to go. The Wildcats are in the hurry-up. Quarterback checking the play. Been showing them the run. Now they'll throw it. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on 2nd down. They're staring at 3rd.
Well, tip your hat to the defense getting that incompletion, because that hasn't happened often for this guy. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. Can the defense continue to mix things up? See if they can maybe confuse this QB.
Working on the right. He goes to the ground, but not before a big pickup and a 1st down. And the Wildcats look to keep this drive humming. They're testing the right side here. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
They're trying to run the football, and there's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Last play was a near disaster. Now dealing with 2nd and 13. Fired that thing out in a heartbeat, but it's incomplete.
I love the quick decision the QB made there on that RPO, knowing he wanted to get it out of his hands fast. He just needs to make a more accurate throw moving forward.
Seventh play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. To throw, it's Finley coming after him. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes.
And 3rd and long, and the offense goes with a little play action. I don't know why the threat of the run. I'm not scared by that. You can tell the defense doesn't honor it, doesn't buy it, flies by the line, gets to the quarterback, gets the big 3rd down stop.
Here's the return. And he's going to get it up to about the 29-yard line before he's brought down.
The Georgia offense will take off 1st and 10.
We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Boy, they had that last drive moving a little bit, David, but then the mistake just crushed them.
Yeah, and those mistakes are going to happen. You're going to throw the football, you're going to throw interceptions, but I think I stay aggressive with...
And he makes the grab and gets the foot down. What a job for a huge gain there. Whole situation changed after that last big play. Now it's 1st and 10 from the 39. catch in the middle. It's Tuggle. They make the stop right there. Good pickup. It's still short of the first down. A little bit more to go after that last completion. They'll try to pick it up on second down. Handoff to the single back. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3.
And it wasn't lack of effort by the running back. He was trying. You could tell he fought one guy off, but another guy in his face right away, just trying to do something. The offensive line needs to do a better job keeping some guys off this guy. Come on, man. Take care of your running back.
Got it looking for the first down. And he was knocked down immediately short of the line to gain. They'll have to make a decision here. With a double-digit deficit here in the second half, they're going to go for it on fourth down. DB's locked up tight on the receivers. On fourth down, they'll pass for it. Takes a hit as he releases it and just spiked it right into the ground.
Well, great defense on that one. They were ready for pass. They forced the incompletion. They're coming off the field. That's a big win for this defense.
Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
I'm not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Kentucky right back to the line. Quick pass to the left, trying to get it to the marker. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? On fourth down, trying to keep the drive alive with the run. Tackled, but he has a first down. Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Toss to the outside. Defense makes the tackle, and that will probably be the final play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter. With the score, Kentucky 24, Georgia 7.
Second down now as they're ready to go back to work. They'll try to get the edge with the toss play here. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Looking for a man. It's Finley. Still looking on the move. And the quarterback bought a little time, but actually bought a lot of time, but not enough time. And the defense gets to him. Kentucky sends out the punting unit. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. He'll call for the fair catch here. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. There have been a couple of missed opportunities for these offenses in the last couple of drives, Jesse.
And I think for this offense here, it'd be nice to hit an explosive play, be aggressive.
And he throws another interception, his third one of the night.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's passed, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback. And DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT, Nice job by this D.
They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
And what you see late in games, man, those teams that can really run the football and run that clock when they got a lead, you really win a lot more football games. So I think you look for them to be physical down the stretch of this game, try to continue to do this on the ground, continue to eat that clock.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
Mark it off as a 6-yard gain down to the 6-yard line.
You got to give the coaching staff credit because they really do focus all season long on situational football with the lead late in the game. If we're on offense, we're trying to stay in bounds. We're trying to bleed the clock. And after ripping off a really nice run, that guy knew, I've got to get down. I cannot get pushed out of bounds, cannot get tackled out of bounds. Really, really nice job.
Boy, they'd love to move the sticks here and take a shot at it on 1st and goal. Wide out in motion. On the move. Touchdown, Wildcats! And the route is on. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3. The offense flexes its muscle a bit and widens the gap.
Take a little exhale. You know, you did your job. You got points. Now you put your defense in a position where, hey, go out and get another stop. We're in great shape, so the offense definitely taking care of their business.
No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. We're ready to get another look at this Bulldog offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page is just find him an easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wants to throw. It's Rashada. Quick completion on the out route. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
This offense has their work cut out for them, man, because the coverage has been so tight. And if you're not throwing to the sideline and you're not getting past the sticks, this defense is going to tackle you inbounds like they just did on that last play and bleed the clock.
Bully ball on 3rd and short. All things considered, he's probably lucky to be back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, or whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. And the Dogs come to the line with a new set of downs. He's going to pass. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Now the offense has to overcome the negative play after the defense comes up with a sack. On 2nd down, looking to throw. He finds his man. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
3rd down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Motion from the offense. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. Across the 35. Can anyone catch him? Touchdown, Georgia! And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call.
Number 18 in the
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
The deficit is huge. This one is all but over, but they'll keep trying and line up for the onside kick. He's able to grab the football, and the hands team gets the job done. Kentucky sends the offense back out onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over.
He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Those pitches, those laterals, whatever you want to call them, the more times you do those in a game, the more likelihood you have of putting that pigskin on the ground. They put it on the ground there. Ball gets out. It happens. It's going to be a part of the game, but it's also the part of the game that the coaches, when they get you to the sidelines, they're going to tell you about it. They're not going to tell you about it in good language.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
After the misfire, it's 2nd and 10. Dropping back, it's Rashada. A deep throw as the clock winds down. And it's his 4th interception of the night. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Heat up them pass rushers, bring in them DBs. That's what I'm doing in this situation. When I got the lead by a couple scores late in the ball game in the 4th quarter, I'm going to rush the passer like crazy. I'm going to put all those DBs back playing the pass. That's what happened. Great job understanding they're going to have to take shots. We get the interception. This one's almost over.
Just gets rid of the football. Nobody to throw it to. It'll be 2nd down.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on 1st down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
And the pressure gets there. And down he goes at the 18. The defense coming up big there, and the sack is great, but the secondary deserves some credit too.
No doubt. When you can cover like that in the secondary and drop back in your zone and only rush it.
He's going to throw deep right side. Catch inside the 30 and still running. Oh, look out on the right. Touchdown, Wildcats. And the beatdown has ensued. The lead grows, and you can sense they know how important wins are this late here in Week 11. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Couldn't find a way to create that broken field as he stopped at the 25. And Georgia ready to go back to work on offense. This thing got out of hand on them, but they'll try to finish with some pride here.
And this one was a beatdown. And there's nothing you can do about it because this one's over. Jesse, now we got to start progressing for next week for the rest of this season so we don't let one bad game turn into 2.
Yeah, there are very few teams out there that won't watch game film, but they may want to skip this one. I mean, because it may hurt their confidence. They just need to turn the page and get ready for the next opponent and forget this day ever happened.
Pulls it in. It's Frazier. He stopped just a chain link or 2 away from the 1st down and sets them up beautifully here.
Brings up 2nd down.
Now on 2nd down. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Now they've got to hustle to the line and get set. The back goes in motion. quick touch pass to the receiver. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down. Timeout is called by the defense, and 12 seconds remain in the football game. And they're going to try to convert on 4th down, 1 for 2 so far today. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. What a spectacular grab there as they try to finish this game with a little something to feel good about. And he ran away from the crowd, and he'll take it in. Touchdown, Bulldogs!
How do you not love the guts of this offense? 4th down, it's just another down, and what do? Stay aggressive, throw the football down the field, make the big play, get the big touchdown.
He's got his man. He's not quite going to get there, and the try for 2 fails, and they are unable to cut into this lead any further. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown.
Number 4 set to kick this one away.
Fair catch called for and made. And after this play, the cake will be baked. Comes out throwing on 1st down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wilson. And a quick completion, an even quicker loss. The defense was right there to knock him down. After the stumble earlier this year, a lot of people wrote this team off. People might be searching for spots on the bandwagon again now.
Yeah, give this coach